Paul Heyman has told WWF that he wants to keep Cactus until the end of April or so to finish out his current storyline, and WWF is in no hurry to take him. The WWF has taken a friendly approach with ECW and is looking at it as a place where they can send their guys to work, since WWF isn't running as many house shows. Cactus is good friends with Dean Douglas, and it's well known that Douglas is currently unhappy with his position in the WWF, so that may play a role in his decision. It does not. I can't remember. When does Mankind pop up?
The night after WrestleMania 12, which is the next year in April. So they got that one right.
So there you go.
And I feel like I remember hearing Joey Styles in like a sound bit saying this is Mick Foley or Cactus Jack's last match before he becomes Mankind in the WWF. I feel like that's a thing. I remember hearing that.
I know for a fact that Jim Ross pulled really hard for Mick Foley because he knew him from WCW, and he was like, "Oh, it'd be great." And he said he kept bugging Vince over and over. Vince kept shooting him down. No, I don't want him. I don't want him. He doesn't belong here. And then finally, Ross said this sticks with him to this day. He said Vince told him, "I will let you sign him because I want you to know what it's like to get your heart broken by a talent."
Oh.
Because in Vince's mind, Foley was a surefire flop failure. And
it's hard to argue with his logic. I mean, obviously, revisionist history is like, hey, you were an idiot for that. But I don't know. I'm not going to take one look at Cactus Jack. That's a star.
Right.
But I didn't realize, but no one realized how brilliant Mick Foley is, right?
Right. I mean, he got way more mileage out of Mick Foley than anybody else would have. But even his stuff in WCW was fairly entertaining. Sure, it was. I mean, he did.
I'm not saying it was bad in any way. I'm just, I can see what Vince was seeing.
Right. He did say, though, he did not want Cactus Jack, and he had no interest in Cactus Jack, so he had to change the gimmick. But then he let him bring it.
At the end of the day was brilliant too.
Oh yeah, because people. I mean, I like Cactus Jack, but
he's definitely my favorite of all the Foleys. Yeah, but
I was always partial to Mankind. That was always my favorite, just because it was so weird. And I don't know. I like the duality of he came out to that really somber orchestral music, whatever, and then he leaves to happy angelic music.
Yeah, right.
That
was highly original too.
Yeah, Foley said he came up with all of that because he said that's why they call it Ode to Freud, because it's like a duality of man and all that stuff. But thank God they changed the name from Manson the Mutilator. That was something.